I love the over-exaggeration of anime and manga. It is one of the most distinct styles when it comes to the entire medium. The incredible reaction faces, the really, really funny comments, the really wacky commentary in general, and all these are highlighted so well in the sports anime genre. Sports are a thing that exists in real life, all right? It's not crazy shonen fantasy stuff where they're shooting fireballs and blowing up mountains, all right? There's no screams that change your hair color and decide to start exploding realities and destroying universes. None of that stuff. It's just sports. We have sports. However, anime can, again, with this over-dramatization factor, with this crazy exaggeration of the mundane, they could turn a simple soccer game into one of the most crazy ball-to-the-wall action fight scenes you'll ever see, ever. And I cannot be hard-pressed to think of only a few anime that do a better job at that than the brand new, critically acclaimed soccer anime and manga, Blue Lock. In case you're unaware, I did talk about Blue Lock once before on this channel. I made an entire video analyzing the intricacies of the psychology and philosophy of Blue Lock, and I highly recommend you check that out. It was a banger video if I do say so myself. I think it got demonetized. It didn't get a lot of views somehow. I don't know. Anyway, we're back on the Blue Lock grind. I like this shiz, and I'm gonna talk about it more because in the words of a Blue Lock character, God, this show is so good, I'm gonna come. Anyway, someone made a really, really great job depicting the differences between the anime and the manga, as well as talking about the over-exaggeration of all these scenes that make them just stand out and be so awesome. And to everyone that thinks that these scenes and the over-dramatization is cringe, you're cringe, and you don't understand why this medium is so freaking fun. Anyway, let's get into the meat and potatoes of how Blue Lock is exaggerated AF. Also, check out Karu. He's really cool. This video was great. So I wanted to watch this video. It showed up on my feed as well. Another small channel, Karu, made a video, Blue Lock is exaggerated AF. And I watched the first season of Blue Lock. So I'm excited to check this out. One thing that I love about sports anime is that it doesn't feel like you're watching sports. It feels like you're watching an action shonen. Through their exaggerated movements, you could feel so much heart and so much emotion. It's an experience you can only have with anime. And it's what I think makes sports anime stand out and be so good.
I hate reading. Rarely have I watched.
But dude, it's so based. I hate reading more when it's an anime with subtitles and the girl has big boobs. Do I want to hear what they have to say? Do I want to understand the commentary, or do I want to, you know?
An anime that was so enthralling, so enticing that I voluntarily went out of my way to read the manga. There are only three anime that have made me read. 1, Jujutsu Kaisen. 2, One Punch Man.
Based, incredibly based.
And 3, Attack on Titan. Those that are certifiably goated and throated. But would you believe that a sports anime actually made it on that list?
Oh.
I didn't either, because to be honest with you, I don't know what made me want to read Blue Lock. Read the manga.
Because they all wear bondage style suits. This suit was designed for the hentai artist.
What was that? Read the manga. Who's there? Who said that? Read the manga. 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 Hey, I think I want to read the manga. Oh, who are you?
I am Fred Kuhn. I am here to tell you to read the manga.
Yes.
What am I watching?
Very good, my child.
All right.
Reading is a privilege. Knowledge is power.
True. True.
Wow. So I'm sick and tired of you fucks trying to spoil the series in the comments. Like, how do you type out the fucking spoiler and then put the warning in the end? Anyway,
wow.
I finally read the Blue Lock manga. And probably caught up to 151 chapters in 2 days. So I guess this series is pretty decent. And today, I'm here to pass the divine knowledge of our Lord and Savior, Fred Kuhn, and hopefully convince you to read the manga. Now don't worry, I won't spoil anything for you because, trust me, you're gonna want to experience everything that's about to happen with a fresh pair of eyes.
Dude, I actually really liked Blue Lock. I thought it was the best sports anime I've seen since Haikyuu, probably.
Kicking it off, I just want to say that the anime is doing an incredible job at adapting the source material.
I like the anime.
Like, some of the stills in the anime look almost identical to the manga. I believe that depending on how many episodes you've watched in the anime so far, yes, I initially thought that the season was over, and yes, I thought it was only 12 episodes long, even though I explicitly stated in the last video that I was wrong, so stop commenting that I'm wrong. Then you can probably pick up where you left off in the anime and continue on with the manga from there. You're really not losing much value from doing that. In fact, that's what I did too. I watched all the way up to episode 14, which is the latest episode, and then picked up the manga at around chapter 52. Also, and this is just a bonus, if you're someone who has a lot of time on their hands, then you can choose to watch both the anime and read the manga
Is this man teaching us that you can both read and watch a show?
at the same time. The reason for this is because sometimes when I'm reading the manga, which as you know are just drawings,
So there probably is hentai of this.
they're just drawing. I tend to get lost
Why did he stop at the feet?
in the kind of movement that the players do. So for example, if someone like Bachira does a roulette, or Nagi does a trick shot, or just anyone does any kind of dynamic movement, sometimes I get confused as to which direction they're actually going or what they're really trying to do. Having the visual aid from the anime really helps to put that into perspective.
Yeah, the
and makes
anime
me
does a really good
appreciate
job.
it even more. Don't get me wrong, I think the author does a very good job at making the scenes as dynamic as possible, but when you're as brain rotten from TikTok and YouTube shorts as me and don't have a single shred of imagination in your bones, then having the anime there is very beneficial to enjoying the series, in my opinion. However, there is one thing that the manga does very often throughout the series that I thought was just so funny that it had to be mentioned. It genuinely made reading the manga so much more enjoyable to me. If you've read the manga before, then you'd know that I'm of course talking about the crazy one-liners that the players say from time to time.
I've seen some screenshots of random quotes from the manga.
Again, no spoilers here, but I think these lines are just so wild and ridiculous that even if I read it out loud, without the context, you wouldn't even understand it. You ready? Just trading passes in the middle isn't gonna cut it. You're lost with nowhere to pass to. Kiss my ass, eye bags.
Got him! My god.
It's the seriousness of the situation for me, and then the sudden just direct insult to this person's face. Huh, that was a bad pass. You should just give up right now. Suck my dick. What? You ugly son of a bitch, motherless fuck. Whoa, just take it easy, man. Stupid ass motherfucker, waste of oxygen piece of shit.
My god.
True.
True. I
Here's
wish
another one
that purple haired dude was annoying.
just cracks me up every time I read it. Oh yeah, here comes the dopamine.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
gonna come.
baby.
Shit, that's the stuff. And then
I love the over-exaggerated anime commentary. It's like, oh god. And you know that that's literally just somebody passes him. He passes and then the pass gets intercepted. And he's like, oh, there comes the dopamine.
and then his teammate says, "We've only tied the game. Don't blow your load yet."
Yeah!
How do they come up with this shit?
I love
I
it.
swear,
I
you could
love it.
copy paste this on a doujin or H manga and you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. Stuff like this is just sprawled throughout the entire manga. Welcome to the battlefield. Hey bitch, you scored one measly goal and died. You're all changed and all that edgelord shit. You annoying brain dead midget. Wait. That's not what he said. Braid-headed midget is what he meant to say. Don't cancel me, please. And honestly, it even gets poetic at times. The time to dream is now. Fall under my spell. My oh my, am I Cinderella now? All these lines are just
And this is just in middle of a soccer game. This isn't like some crazy supernatural stuff. This isn't some wizardry.
so extra and over the top, borderline cringy, but it somehow works for the manga.
just so
I think it's
works.
because no one's actually saying these things out loud. You know what I mean? Like when you're reading it on a book or manga, it feels less real. Like we're just reading it in our heads, so we tend to be more forgiving when the dialogue is like excessive. But I think that's why some people, not me by the way, I find it very enjoyable, but some people think the anime is too cringy because there are real people, real life voice actors saying these types of lines, and it just doesn't translate well to visual media as compared to written media. So if there are any of you that found the anime to be too cringy,
No,
maybe
I love
give
the
the manga a
cringe.
try. Now
You
this
gotta embrace the cringe, bro. That's what cringe is made for.
next part is me being more nitpicky and honestly just a personal preference. In terms of the art style, I think the manga is superior to the anime.
Really?
Hear me out. I don't believe this is a fair comparison in any way, shape, or form because animating just this single play alone takes considerably much more time and effort compared to drawing out the scene in the manga.
I
And I've already
guess.
said this
See, but here's the thing I like about the anime. These eyes with like the squiggles that are shaking, they elicit so much emotion.
In the last video,
this is awesome.
and in this video, the animation for this show is nothing short of top tier.
Yeah,
so if you're using that as an argument for which is better, it's really not that strong of an argument since there's such a big gap in the production process. That being said though, you simply can't ignore the amount of detail the author and his people put into the manga. Like, man, look at this shit. This is a thing to behold. What? Oh, sorry. Wrong slide. That is a thing to behold though. See, here we go. Even if I can't fully appreciate the movements and stuff, I can most definitely tell when it comes to the action shots. It's just beautiful is what it is. The amount of anatomical knowledge you need to make sense of this shot is insane.
Just look at this image. This is so anime. It's like, yes, the direct shot, and this is the puzzle piece in his brain that unlocks his superpower. Yes, this is still just a soccer game, guys.
For that. Now, for the thing that slightly bothered me about the manga is how it takes a tad long to finish one game. Again, this is completely my
Alright, that's not a manga problem. It takes the anime like 4 episodes for a single game. Let's not blame the manga.
Subjective opinion, but I thought one of the games in particular was a bit drawn out. Again, without a doubt, it was hype as hell. But if it's gonna take like 30 chapters to finish just this one game, I can't imagine what it must have felt like to wait for a chapter release every week for 30 weeks straight. I binged the whole series in 2 days, and even this one game felt a bit longer than usual. Maybe it was because there were too many important people in one game, so the author had to give all of them their time to shine, but I still enjoyed it. By the way, I'm gonna make other videos too other than Blue Lock, so stay tuned for that too. Anyway, I believe I've made my case for why you should pick up the manga, and if you agree with me, make sure to let me know. If you disagree, let me know as well. God knows it's better than those comments that are like, haha, title, Blue Lock is not a sports anime. Karu, Blue Lock is a sports anime. Over and over again. I get it. Stay mad. Stay malding, kid. You're just helping me boost the algorithm, loser. Alright, promise me you'll watch my other videos, alright?
Alright.
Okay, see ya.
Check out Karu. I like this video. Man did a good job. And I really liked Blue Lock. I love the exaggerated style that a lot of anime have. It's something that you see in anime everywhere, and it's something that really, I think, makes it stand out. Like, subscribe, and follow me on Twitch. Stay weird, fam!